That was Black Street, No Diggity. So yesterday, on yesterday's note from the GED section, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Jasmine Sanders for taking over and delivering some, I think, a really heartfelt and a wonderful GED section. I can't let you do it again because I don't want to have to give it up. But thank you for sharing what you shared with the audience. It was the first time I'd ever heard it. It was one of the bravest things that I've ever had the privilege of witnessing. But it is all too common a refrain where you find out somebody that you've known for a very long time reveals some part of her that has been exploited sexually, some part of her that someone has taken something from, some part of her that something just dastardly and inappropriate happened. Talking to my daughters last night and their friends, I mistakenly made the comment that America, because of the Roe versus Wade situation being overturned or left up to the states, I mistakenly made the comment that America's turning to Handmaid's Tale. It is not. America's turning back to what it always has been. Now the government is so obtrusive when it comes to women's body. When you're having sex and they ask whose is it, depending on where you live, it could be the state legislators. This is all too common a refrain in America, where women do not and very rarely have ever had ownership of their bodies. From the laws that we used to have initially, I don't know how many times since this has come up that I heard stories that horrified me, all the way from relatives of mine who, in just casual conversations talking about this, you find out that they had abortions in kitchens and bathrooms, and telling the stories about all the things that had happened to them before, because I think Stacey Abrams said this best: it is not going to stop abortion, it's going to stop safe ones. I don't know that we can suffer a world where people are brought into this world and they're not wanted or loved, and then they're given to organizations who don't want them or love them. I don't know what that will look like, but I can't imagine that it'll be helpful to society. America has always had a penchant for stripping away a woman's personhood. Always. And it's happened in a million little ways, but always has been constant. America is not turning into the Hunger Games. America is being what it always has been. America has often and historically always made the teenage girls bear their rapist children. Ask Sally Hemings. Ask Reese Taylor. Our history is littered with women who were raped and brutalized and nothing being done about it. And now a version of that is being enshrined in law again. Law that was supposed to be settled. Law that was supposed to be a precedent was set, and each and every one of those justices got there and said that they would not touch Roe versus Wade, which we know not to be true. Now all of a sudden you have men sitting around and continuing the fine tradition of not allowing women full personhood. And for the first time in a very long time, it has made me ashamed to be a man. Where have we come to because if you don't own your body, you're not a person. If you don't own your body, you're not free. If you don't own your body, what other freedom is more valuable than that? America is becoming what it always has been, where there are men in robes disrespectful to a woman's right to be whoever she decides she wants to be. Whatever she decides she wants to do. I think that your body is so much your property, you should be able to do whatever you want with it. But I was wrong. America's not returning to the Hunger Games. It is turning to what it always has been. They feel like they own women's body, and those bodies are theirs to do whatever they want. And that's not just now. That's historical. Of course they wouldn't make an exception for rape or incest. We put our rapists on our money and our schools and our parks. We have government buildings named after people that did harm to women. We have airports and libraries and statues. America's becoming what it always has been, a place where women have not always and will continue to not always have the rights of a full person. And that makes me very sad. That's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.